Terrorism, a word that evokes fear, sorrow, and anger. Its shadow stretches across continents, touching lives in the most brutal ways. From bustling city streets to quiet rural villages, no corner of the world is immune to its reach. Families torn apart, innocence shattered, futures stolen. These are the tragic consequences of this global threat. We have seen the horrors in news reports, heard the stories of survivors, and felt the collective grief of a world wounded. But amidst the devastation, there is another story waiting to be told. A story of resilience, courage, and unwavering hope. It is the story of individuals, communities, and nations rising from the ashes, refusing to be defined by the darkness. It is a story that speaks to the strength of the human spirit, the power of unity, and the enduring belief in a better tomorrow. This is a tribute to that spirit, a testament to the power of hope that flickers even in the darkest of times.
I remember the day the Taliban came to SWAT. They brought with them fear and silence. They wanted to control our lives, our thoughts, our dreams. They wanted to silence our voices, especially the voices of girls who dared to dream of education. I, like many others, experienced the harsh reality of terrorism. But I also witnessed the extraordinary resilience of my community, the courage of individuals who stood up for their rights, and the unwavering belief in a better future. In the face of unimaginable loss, stories of hope emerge, stories of individuals who refuse to be defined by tragedy, who channel their pain into action, who rebuild their lives and communities with unwavering determination. We see it in the eyes of a mother who lost her child, yet continues to advocate for peace. We hear it in the voices of survivors who share their stories, transforming their pain into a beacon of hope for others. These individual stories woven together create a tapestry of resilience. They remind us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit endures. They are a testament to the power of hope, a beacon guiding us towards a future free from fear. They are the whispers of hope that rise above the echoes of loss, reminding us that even in the face of terror, the human spirit remains unyielding. These stories are not unique to any one region or culture. They are universal, resonating with people across the globe who have experienced the trauma of terrorism. They are a powerful reminder that we are not alone in this fight. We are united by our shared humanity, our shared grief, and our shared hope for a better future.
The fight against terrorism is a global one, requiring collaboration and cooperation on an unprecedented scale. Governments, organizations, and individuals around the world are working tirelessly to address this complex issue. From strengthening security measures to promoting dialogue and understanding, from providing humanitarian aid to supporting victims, efforts are being made on multiple fronts. International organizations like the United Nations play a critical role in coordinating global efforts. Sharing intelligence, developing strategies, and providing support to affected countries are crucial aspects of this fight. Sharing best practices, learning from each other's experiences, and working together to address the root causes of terrorism are essential for long-term solutions. But the fight against terrorism extends beyond the realm of governments and organizations. It requires the active participation of civil society, communities, and individuals. Raising awareness, promoting tolerance, and speaking out against extremism are all vital contributions. Fostering dialogue, building bridges of understanding, and celebrating our shared humanity are powerful tools in countering the narratives of hate and division that fuel terrorism. The fight against terrorism demands a multifaceted approach. It requires a combination of top-down and bottom-up efforts, a blend of security measures and social initiatives. It calls for global cooperation, local engagement, and individual responsibility.
Section 4. The Power of One. Terrorism thrives on fear, division, and silence. It seeks to sow discord, to pit communities against each other, to silence voices of dissent. But each of us has the power to counter these tactics. We can choose to respond with courage, unity, and compassion. We can choose to amplify voices of peace, to bridge divides, and to build a world where understanding triumphs over hatred. Every act of kindness, every voice raised against injustice, every effort to build bridges of understanding contributes to a world where terrorism finds no foothold. It starts with personal responsibility, with examining our own biases, with challenging prejudice and discrimination in our own circles. It involves speaking out against injustice, promoting dialogue, and advocating for peace. We can educate ourselves and others about the root causes of terrorism, understanding the complex factors that contribute to its rise. We can support organizations working to counter extremism, to provide humanitarian aid, and to promote peace-building initiatives. We can engage in our communities, promoting dialogue, fostering understanding, and celebrating our shared humanity. We must never underestimate the power of one. One voice can inspire, one act of kindness can make a difference, one person's courage can spark a movement. Let us all be that one person who chooses hope over fear, unity over division, and peace over violence.
Section 5. Seeds of Hope. The fight against terrorism is a long and arduous one. There will be setbacks, moments of despair, and continued challenges, but we must never lose sight of the hope that sustains us. Hope for a world where every child can grow up free from fear, where every community can live in peace, and where humanity triumphs over hatred. We see seeds of hope in the courage of survivors, the dedication of peace builders, the tireless work of humanitarian organizations, and the global movements advocating for peace. We see it in the everyday acts of kindness, the bridges of understanding being built, and the voices rising up against extremism. These seeds of hope, though small, have the power to blossom into a future free from terror. They remind us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit endures. They inspire us to continue the fight, to work towards a world where peace prevails and where hope triumphs over fear. Let us nurture these seeds of hope, water them with our compassion, and shield them with our courage. Let us work together to create a world where terrorism is but a dark chapter in our history, a world where peace reigns and where humanity thrives. Let us never give up on the hope for a better tomorrow.
Pause 3S, Section 6. Beacons of Resilience. In the face of adversity, humanity has always shown an incredible capacity for resilience. From the ashes of destruction, we rise stronger and more united than before. This resilience is not just found in grand gestures or monumental efforts, but often in the quiet determination of individuals who refuse to be broken by fear. Consider the communities that have rebuilt after unspeakable tragedies, the families who have found ways to heal despite their losses, and the leaders who have emerged to guide us through the darkest of times. Their stories are beacons of resilience, illuminating the path forward for all of us. We see resilience in the eyes of a child returning to school after a bombing, in the hands of a volunteer distributing food in a war-torn region, and in the hearts of activists tirelessly campaigning for peace and justice. These acts of resilience are not just reactions to terror. They are affirmations of our shared humanity and our unwavering belief in a better future. Resilience is also about learning and adapting. It's about understanding the root causes of terrorism and addressing them through education, dialogue, and international cooperation. It's about creating systems that support mental health, provide economic opportunities, and foster inclusive communities. By investing in resilience, we build a world that is not only capable of withstanding terror, but one that actively prevents it. Let us celebrate these beacons of resilience. Let their light guide us as we navigate the challenges ahead. Let their strength inspire us to continue our efforts no matter how difficult the journey may be. Together we can create a world where resilience is our response to adversity, where hope is our answer to fear, and where peace is our lasting legacy. Pause 3S. Now let us move forward with renewed determination, knowing that with each act of resilience, we bring ourselves closer to a world free from terror, a world where every individual can live in dignity and peace, and where the seeds of hope we nurture today will blossom into the resilient future we all aspire to achieve.